Donc, nous voici au début d'une partie en double pour Ontario contre Alberta. Ici, c'est BC3 pairs game here at our Paralympic what am I talking? Championship here for Canadian Bocce Championship. Sorry, I was in another country for a second. And we're going to start the warm up now. So these are the ramp players or BC3 categories. They play in pairs, so it means that pairs means two players. Each player will have three balls to throw out, and they alternate the teams alternate with the possession of the jack. So currently we have Team Alberta warming up. Maintenant, c'est l'équipe d'Alberta à faire l'échauffement. OK, maintenant au tour de l'équipe de l'Ontario. Ici, nous avons l'athlète avec le numéro 308, Sandra Regalo, et Joshua Gauthier, numéro 309. Au terrain numéro 2, je ne vais pas commenter sur cette partie, mais on a ici Ontario qui joue contre la Colombie-Britannique sur le terrain numéro 2. For about 53 seconds left of this warm-up session. It's a matter of time, or obviously if all the balls have been thrown out, they will stop the warm-up. All the balls have been thrown out. Every athlete, like I said, they have three balls that they can throw out for themselves. And there's no particular order when the team is up to play. They can alternate from one player to another, can throw off the balls. There's no order in this instance. There's an only order for who gets the jack. And at this moment in time, Alberta will be the first with the jack. And they play an N until all six balls have been thrown out. So three per athlete. And the Ontario also have six balls between the two of them to throw. So we're about to start this game in the pairs competition in the BC3 category. As Ryan is getting ready. We're going to have to wait because I think there's a problem with the timer. The head referee is going to address that issue. You don't see it on the screen right now, but that's what's going on. Okay. Okay, so everything is done electronically here. It's a touch screen for the scorekeeper. Again, all the scorekeepers, referees, all volunteers, and not sure how much experience this timekeeper has, but it might just take a couple seconds to explain to them a little review of what needs to be done. It all comes to when do I start the clock, when do I stop the clock. So as soon as the ball is released, well, as soon as the referee gives a sign to the team, the color that is supposed to be playing, the clock starts. And then it's determining the right time to stop the clock. To my knowledge is when the ball stops rolling and the timer stops. So all the time they're getting ready, all the time they're putting the ball in the ramp, and then the ball is released, and the timer has to be attentive and will follow the ball, and when it stops, so does the time. And then it would start the clock again once the referee gives the athletes score table the sign of who is going to be playing. So that is now the indication for the match to begin. Donc le chronomètre maintenant, tout est réglé. On va commencer la partie. Aussitôt que l'arbitre signale à l'équipe qui doit lancer, le chronomètre commence. Et donc c'est ça qui se passe. Puis ensuite, le chronomètre arrête lorsqu'on la balle arrête de rouler. Donc tout le temps qu'elle roule, le chronomètre continue. Puis aussitôt que la balle arrête de rouler, on arrête le temps. Donc maintenant, Ryan a envoyé le cochonnet. Maintenant, c'est à son tour de mettre la première balle en jeu. So the way it goes, the athlete sends out the jack ball and then follows up with his or her first ball. Nobody else could play on the jack except for the person who has put the jack in play. After this first ball, then there's no problem. Anybody can play. And he's going ready for his first ball. See how accurate he's going to be. With the good power. That is an excellent first ball. It's going to be to Ontario now to come forward and play. So the equipment stays in the box, but the athletes have to leave the box. This is new since COVID. In the past, all athletes would stay in the box. They'd move back a bit, but they didn't have to go all the way out of the box. This is to permit the athletes to be able to play without a mask, which is a big thing for them because for breathing and etc. But outside of the playing field, everybody's wearing a mask to keep everybody safe. So we're waiting for the ball to be released to see if Ontario will be able to do this with one ball, or how many balls it's going to take for them to dislodge this perfect first ball. And there it is. Too long. But very good line. If you could have just adjusted to the left a bit, we'd be on the jack. Second ball, just short. But there's back protection there, obviously, because the ramp players like to throw some strong, powerful balls there. But there's back protection, and so if her teammate can push the jack towards the blue balls in the back. But the angle's a bit difficult. Donc l'angle de lancer, c'est un peu difficile, mais il y a la protection en arrière. C'est la seule option qu'ils ont en ce moment. Ça sera de soit, il faut penser les deux prochaines balles, les mettre en avant. Donc the strategy is trying to get some balls in front, because you don't want to leave the Alberta team open to the jack that way. Taking a lot of time here. They throw out a ball, but it's still lots of ball behind. It's this is a little bit tricky position to be in. Okay, so again, we're trying to get some balls in front, because all those balls behind really leaving it open for Alberta to come back with an open field to score. So this last one has to be close to that jack and that red ball. Doesn't have to take the point away, it just has to be there, and there it is. Okay, and now it came with a push. We're looking at that back protection coming in handy. And might not be too hard for them to get back in the game, because they have Ryan still has a couple of balls, and there's a nice little pocket for him there between the blue and the red, and it's probably what he's going to be going for. That's what I would be doing if I was him, but again, what we want to do in our mind and what we get to do physically is always two. So hopefully this is what he is successful at doing. And if he does this shot, he's really going to open up this game. Okay, might be a soft ball because he's really playing it high. So it might be one of his softer balls, and not sure why he went so powerful. I don't know. I don't know why he went so powerful. But I guess it might have been with the ball he had to attend with. I don't know the decision here to go again. I'm not sure if maybe at this time might be an opportunity to exploit a couple of balls from his teammate. Sometimes when you start to go from individual to team, you forget you got a teammate, and it's important to. I would recommend that they mix it up a bit. Send your teammate out for keep, because he's in a position where if there's anything to be changed, like that strong shot there, he'd still have a ball. But then again, maybe she's blocked by that one blue. So I'm not. It's hard to tell. So if she has a clear view, I'll be able to get into the jack there. See? Yeah, because again, from the side, we can't really tell. Oh, referee's checking something. He has to make sure that the ramp is not allowed to be making contact with the ground. So that's why referee approached the ramp to make sure that it was off the ground. If it was on the ground, it's a ball penalty. There's a gap there. It doesn't have to be big, but it has to be there. So Miriam Paquet here is, I think they made like a mixed team. I'm not sure if Miriam is, she's a wild card player, and I'm thinking she's from Quebec. But they collaborated to make a pairs here. Okay, so that ball in front of her was really causing some trouble, blocking all her shots. Okay, all the balls from the Alberta-Quebec combo team have been thrown. And now we're looking at checking the points. I think all the balls. I don't know if we still have Ontario. Let me see. Yes, Ontario still has one ball. So it comes out to verify the points. And it's currently, looks like it's, two blues. No, it was hard to tell. I don't know what the referee decided. So Joshua Gauthier is preparing his final shot. And pushed his blue ball away. Might be enough to score though, but the referee will have to measure. And we see the referee here using, there's enough distance to use his little measuring tape. Little measuring tape with a paddle. Donc, il utilise son tape à mesurer avec une petite languette au bout pour aider à vraiment arriver avec la circonférence de la balle. Ryan Rondeau is the only athlete representing Alberta here. A lot of the provinces have to get on board here and develop more players. For 2 for blue. Okay, so we have Ontario taking the lead here, 2-0 in this first end. So that's a good start for them. I think a couple of little mistakes on the part of the Alberta combo team. The lack of again, Ryan is not used to team play, and sometimes you forget that, oh yeah, I gotta have let my teammate take a couple of shots. So that's something that comes over time. It takes a long time, and the transition from individual play to team play is always a little bit hard because you've been so focused into I'm doing my thing that you forget. Unless you get that time to practice with your teammates, which is something what clubs do when they have more than one athlete. They actually play in teams. It doesn't matter if they're the same level, but just playing in team, knowing that you have to use somebody else's ball, using their angle. So not exploiting all of yours and then going all the other teammates' balls. So just using a balance and say, okay, I'll try a couple of shots, and then my teammate to try out a couple of shots. So it makes it balanced. So that I'm sure that in the second end, those two might definitely try to work a little bit more harmoniously. So, but again, it's a question of habit. The athletes from Ontario have had the chance probably to play together in teams and under tournaments, Boccia Blast, and all other places. And we are ready now to start the second end. The jack ball will be thrown out by Sandra from Ontario. So Sandra needs help placing the pointer to push. She's the one doing the pushing. And there we go. The jack is in play and it's legal. So we're good. We can now play and proceed with the first ball. And we're off. Good first ball. That's a very, very good first ball. To be happy with that. Yes, all the reason to celebrate here. Ça, c'est une excellente première balle. Vraiment, là, encore une autre belle première balle qui fait en sorte de forcer l'adversaire à utiliser plusieurs balles pour déplacer ou compter un point. This first ball, again, pushes your opponents to use quite a few balls to beat the shot. So obviously a respectable amount of balls would be 2. When you're on your game, you try to minimize the amount of balls you use to displace this or regain the point. And a very good shot to counter for that. So the first shot to break it out, to split and now opening up the jack to his partner and getting her to throw her first ball. Donc il a réussi avec son premier coup de briser la connexion entre le cochonnet et la balle bleue. Et donc on s'enligne pour si elle fait se lancer, juste prendre 2 balles, ça serait parfait pour eux. So if she makes this shot, only using 2 balls to regain possession of the jack, we'll see if Marianne will be able to do that for her team, Ryan. Her head pointer is giving her a little bit of difficulties right now. The ramp operator has to make sure that he's not touching anything when she releases the ball because they'll get a ball penalty. So the referee had to keep a good eye on that. Every time they readjust the pointer, the hands have to go away real fast because in the event the ball starts moving and his hands are still there, could be a problem for as a penalty. So now Ryan's gonna take his turn at this open jack. Okay, so Ryan was able to get to the jack again. So 2 good shots from Ryan. 2 very good, strong shots. The first one to move things out, and second one to come and take possession of the jack again. So now it's Ontario's job to do the same. We're in the same situation with just a different color ball. Donc la couleur de la balle a changé, mais la situation est la même. C'était le travail à Josh d'essayer d'être un peu plus fort. Là, ici, il est juste venu s'appuyer sur la balle rouge. Donc, he wasn't able to be strong enough to take away the red. He just came and kind of parked himself on the red ball there. Again, no shame in that. At least he's close. He'll go again. So we'll go with the next shot with Sandra. Struggling to push the ball right now, but the attendant has to be very careful. Again, what's going on here? It's kind of the ball stuck. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, we're able to release the ball here now. Maybe Josh here could be looking at a push. Push that blue in toward the red. Can't take the blue out right now because he's totally blocked, but maybe get a push on the blue. Donc peut-être que Ryan va essayer de pousser la balle bleue de Sandra vers l'ouverture, la petite ouverture qui est là. Donc il a bougé l'autre. Mais s'il lui reste, je sais pas s'il lui reste des balles. S'il restait une autre balle, il aurait pu rentrer dans l'ouverture après pour aller vers le cochonnet. Pas certaine s'il lui reste une autre balle. Et non, il n'y a plus de balles. Donc idéalement, ça avait été d'ouvrir ça et ensuite suivre avec une autre balle, mais c'est pas lui qui a la balle, c'est Sandra. So Sandra is the one with the last ball. So not sure what she has a couple of options going through the opening, but I think she might try to push. Again, it all depends on the balls that they have because they're only allowed to bring 3. So out of the 6, they have to choose 3. So according to where they're going to play on the court, they decide what balls they're going to need. And they always bring one maybe that's harder. So she did get the push. So the intent was to push, and she did get the push. And now, again, this is a good situation. All these balls in front, and they have back protection. It's going to be challenging for the one of the options that Ryan has with his last ball is to come in and be on the blue balls in the back, and then kind of score from the backside of the jack. So if he can, but not sure what he's from his box, if he'll be able to do that. So if he was in the other box, maybe, because they're playing off inside the inside four, not the outside. They're the box one is not occupied, and box 6 is not occupied and paired. They play inside. That angle might be eliminated for him. So I'm not sure what he's going to do. Okay, see with the release here, where it brings him. That was the intent. It was with more speed. He had a good line to go and do exactly what I had predicted he was going to try to do, and come and score from the backside. But that one's been eliminated because, again, maybe that ball's hard. Decided to go a little shorter on it. Now, teammate, again, with the angle they have, she has 2 balls left. Maybe open up. I don't know. There might be space between the 2 blue, but no, I highly doubt it right now, but it's hard to tell from here. Donc, il y a quelques décisions à prendre maintenant. Okay, so we've decided to not throw any more balls, and we're going to go with a 1 point here for Team Alberta. So what we saw here is, again, strategy, teamwork. It was an important shot to make. Mind you, they had the point. So there was a lot of traffic in front for the blue team. The blue balls were in front. So very important that it might have been too risky to shoot any more. So we see that they take the smart move here to not throw any more. And the Alberta Combo Quebec team will have able to score one point on this end. So not sure what's going on in court number 2. I can't see the scoreboard. With the teams play Ontario and BC. Looks like a 2-2 game. Tie game. It's a tie game right now. So BC and Ontario on court number 2 are battling out in teams play, and it's all tied up right now, 2-2. in the fourth end. Ooh, okay. So we're having our third end here with the Jack going to the Combo of Alberta and Quebec team, the wildcard team, in a few minutes. Teams get more time to play. The pairs is 7 minutes as opposed to 6 in individual play. You get 1 extra minute. Still waiting on the time clock. So after 3 ends, the score is 3-0 for the wildcard card team. Is that right? No, I don't think so. Is our score right? 3-0? No. Yes? Okay, so no, I think that Ontario scored in the first. Yes, there's definitely an issue with the scoreboard right now, so we're going to rectify that soon. I know that Alberta, the wildcard, had just scored 1, and I think it was 2 in the other end. So bringing the score to me should say 2-1. Two. Is that the right score? Is that the right score? Oh, okay. Okay, should be 2-1. Yes. Sorry, I just asked the referee, Mr. Van de Vives, to see if the score was accurate, and it should say 2-1. Okay, it'll fix up after, so we're not going to be concerned about the score right now. We know it's 2-1. It will. It's the 1 point was added to the wrong side, but it will correct itself eventually. Okay, so we are in the third end, and it's Marianne Paquet getting ready to put the jack ball in play. And they decided obviously to play the jack on their strength, the Ryan side. And now will be Marianne's job now is to put a good first ball on the jack. It's a close game, 2-1 can be anybody's game. It's time to the third end is always like kind of that end where things either turn around or it's the big end. So if there's something to happen here and you want to come back on the offensive, very good first ball, very good line. This is probably sometimes these kind of first ball are sometimes better than the contact one, because with the contact one ball will get the ball to be separated, but with the one like this, with the distance between the two, you have to draw you don't want to push it in the jack, so you're using different strategies. Okay, so with Ontario, we're going to go, not sure yet who's going to take the ball, take the shot. Looks like we got Joshua trying to get ready for that. He might be the guy to do the job. Here we go. See, we went with a big push, a big push, and he pushed but still, like, I mean, he can go for another shot, another push. Again, when the first ball and, I mean, the jack and the first ball have a certain distance, he had room to draw to the jack. You want to blow it out when they're connected. So maybe Josh could have just drew to the jack because he had a nice line, he was right on it. And take over the jack and then have a double protection, the red in the front and his ball behind. But he went a little strong on that one. That's my opinion. Forces them to use another ball, and the Reds are still scoring. Donc ici, Joshua avec son lancer, il est en force. Ça a déplacé des choses, mais ça n'a pas réussi d'enlever la balle rouge sur le cochonnet. Ça l'a même rapproché. Okay, so that first ball from center was a little bit short. Next one, she's probably trying to get to the jack. Depending on the ball she has, and she doesn't hit her own block. So hopefully those two that she put there were not going to block Joshua here. Okay, so threw that ball in, close. At least this is going to be a bit of a protection. Now we'll see if Sandra is able to push, and maybe she has a harder ball left and could push Josh ball forward. That would be the ideal situation to be in right now. It is a good push at this point, so we need Sandra to set up that option. And she's ready. And she can get a piece of Josh's ball and push that forward. That would be a sweet shot. Looks like it's rolling. Misses the mark. So she was not able to hit the target. Was a bit totally on the right of that. Not sure what was going on there. They got one ball left. I think it's hard to tell where they hide the balls where they are. Who has a ball left? Okay, it's like, oh yeah, I can see now where Josh holds his balls. He's the one with the ball left. Again, some of the choices we do while we're trying to set up, while we're trying to create these opportunities, sometimes we do one decision we should have done a little later, and as Josh was quite open to the jack and he had the line, so there you go. So that's a good push, good little bounce. Definitely going to be changing and protecting, at least stopping the other team from scoring too many and getting away with the score. Okay, now time for the combo team of Ryan and Marianne. Ryan from Alberta and Marianne Paquet from Quebec to throw out their balls. And obviously you're going to try to break things up here. They're going to take a few to open up the play for themselves because they need to score some points here. They're down by 1. This is the time to just open it up. They need to open it up, and because with all the balls that they have left, with the 5 balls left, they have to open it up, create some space, and that's what he's doing now. But that Josh last shot is really going to give him a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to use a couple balls to get that done. So referee signaled that the blue is scoring right now. So we have to go in with another powerful one to open up. But he has to be careful that he needs to open up on his partner's side so that in a way there's one ball there that could be blocking her. Donc c'est important ici d'ouvrir le jeu, ils n'ont pas le choix. Je vais compter des points ici, c'est bleu que le point. Donc on va essayer d'ouvrir le jeu un peu. Étant donné que c'est assez difficile, à moins qu'on puisse pousser la rouge un peu plus proche du cochonnet, juste pour au moins reprendre l'égalité. Mais on voit ici qu'il va y aller avec un coup puissant. Mais ça, c'est juste frapper le bleu, donc ça l'a poussé vers le cochonnet encore. So it's still blue scoring. That last shot wasn't able to split the blue and the red away from the jack. So now opponent has they have 3 balls left. Maybe go in for a back protection with his his teammate throwing a back protection ball. If he's going to be using one and be that powerful, he's got the blue in the back. I would, yeah, I'm hoping he's going to send his partner to shoot a ball and either get closely behind, so she can aim behind that jack, and have a back protection. If he's going to blow it out of the waters and possibly score 2 there, if he had a red ball in the back. Well, maybe she's going to go try to blow it out of the water, because that's she's in an extension on her ramp. Possibly the harder of her balls. Donc maintenant c'est excusez-moi. On va voir si elle a assez de puissance. Probablement, les balles qui sont sur le terrain sont assez molles, sont assez dures à bouger. Mais il y a de l'espace là, entre la bleue. Je vais demander le pointage parce que ça a bougé là. So things did move around. She got a little piece of the white. She can get a good shot on the jack and have her ball follow. Then the situation changes here. So we have on court number 2 going into the 6th end. We're tied at 4-4. So we're looking at they've thrown a couple of things at this jack, and it hasn't moved. So it's safe to say it's probably on the softer side. Oh yes. Okay, now does she have a ball? Actually, now no more balls for Marianne, but Ryan has a ball left. So if he can get a good push on his red, then he could take the point away. I don't know if he asked who was scoring. It'd be nice to know, I guess, who has the point at this point, because I don't know. I don't see if he asked that question ever. Because you don't feel that bad if the blue's already scoring. He's getting a piece of his. Oh, just missed. Just missed. And now the referee is going to indicate that it's still 1 red. So they were scoring. Trying to create another point. Not sure. But red gets the point here. And if the scoreboard is right, red gets the point. I'm trying to think, it was 2-1, now it's 3-1. So another point on the scoreboard for the red team. Well, hoping that this scoreboard will rectify itself. Apparently it was supposed to, but I haven't seen any changes yet. Don't like to be in a position where I have to do some math in my head. It's a little bit more difficult for me, trying to figure it out. So here we're in the last end. A lot more teamwork. We saw that the team Alberta and of Quebec, they work together better, use other players. One decision that was done by the Ontario team at the beginning was just a little bit questionable of why they decided to go so hard on that shot. Maybe to open Jack out for his teammate, but again, very, very close game. It's anybody's game right now. So we're hopefully that the scoreboard has rectified itself, and we're looking at, I think it's supposed to be 3-1 now. We'll see. So you're watching a BC3 pairs. We have a team that consists of Ontario with Sandra Regalo and Joshua Gauthier, and it's considered a wild card team because you combine Alberta, Ryan Rondeau from Alberta, and Marianne Paquet from Quebec, who is a wild card, part of the Quebec program. These two, because there's no partner for Ryan to play with from Alberta, Marianne and him are playing together. Two. Oh, can somebody fix the scoreboard? Someone else. That really is bothering my my TDOH. Oh my goodness. Is it 2-2? Parce que c'est rouge qui a fait un autre point. 3-1, c'est ça. Okay. I'm going to write this stuff down. So, according to the scoreboard, the score is 3-1, and I think this is the official score. Two. Oh, why can't we? Okay. Bon, I stand corrected. Again, 2-2. All these days, this is the first time that the scoreboard has been playing tricks with me. So I wrote this down, and hopefully I can keep track. Because it's hard when you're commenting, scoring, looking at the scoreboard, and you look and it's wrong. So officially, it's 2-2 right now. So please ignore the scoreboard. And probably ignore half of what I'm saying because I've said it about 3 different ways. So it's official, and it's coming 2-2 right now. So we have a very important fourth end here. It's anybody's game for sure. So let's watch Joshua put in his jack, and then it's very important first ball. Jack's in play. All is legal. Now playing his first ball. So with a tie game like this, Joshua's first ball is going to be important. First ball's out. Just went, took a little bounce to the side there, but it's close. Now, Team Wildcard, Alberta and Quebec combo, will come up and take their shot. Donc, c'est l'équipe combinée d'Alberta et Québec va maintenant contrer ce lancer. Je pense qu'on a demandé à Marianne Paquet d'y aller avec sa première balle. Son premier lancer pour son équipe, et c'est évident que son objectif va être sur le cochonnet autant que possible. So her goal is going to be to be on the jack. Again, it's only 1 point we need. It's been a fairly low score game, so that means both teams are able to stay counter everybody's each their shots. So we're playing a very close game here. So we're getting ready for the release of this ball. Hopefully our pointer doesn't give it too much trouble. There's just a little bit of a gap there to get that pointer in there, and too conservative, a little timid on the height of that release. There was no danger there of throwing a little harder because there are 2 balls to stop her ball. So not sure why. Again, we don't know. She might have an arsenal of very soft balls, but she needs to compensate and raise the release pad a little higher. If you have a softer ball, you want to make sure that you're raising your pad up higher so that you're able to get more speed on those soft ones. So we'll see. Rhino's going to go now, and again, he tends to be a little powerful in his shots. His aim's a little bit off. Because that last ball that Marianne threw out is going to be blocking her. It's going to be difficult for her to get around that. So he's better off to take that shot, regain the point, and then see and go from there. Because she can use that that ball can also be a ball that might hinders Sandra's ability to make it to the jack. Okay, so we have a result from the court number 2. We have Ontario that just won a match against BC in a 5-4 final. A very close game. All right, making sure that his aim is better this time. He really wants to get that jack. Oh yes, better. Again, very, very strong. It's a hard ball he had there. But it was enough to clear to regain the point. But it's open. The jack's open to Sandra right now, and the jack's open to Josh. Both are opened to the jack. So all they need is to get in closer than that one blue. Don't have to go to the jack. They just placing one in between. You gotta place one in between the blue and the jack right now because but again, Ryan has no more balls, so he can't push from that side. So really just get in close to the blue. That's the scoring ball right now. But if he can make it to the jack, even better. And nice, just short of the target. Okay, now it'll be Sandra's turn to take a shot. Very important that Sandra does not push that. Well, it doesn't matter. Blue's already scoring, but you don't want to put it on the jack. You want to keep that space. That's important to keep that space there. These athletes have been helped with the coaching at the local club from Tammy McLeod, who's been part of the Canadian team many Paralympics. So they're lucky to have Tammy McLeod be their coach locally, working with them in order to develop some of these strategies. And so a little kudos out to Tammy McLeod and all her work and continued work in the on the sidelines now, and giving back to the sport. Okay, very important shot here for Ontario. You really want to gain. You need to score here. Well, it looks like why the ramp has to be held that tight, but oh. What was going on? The ramp's not tightening, and attendant had to hold on to the bottom part of the ramp because it actually took quite a bounce. It was with the release there. Not sure. This is the first time I've seen the ramp operator have to hold on to the ramp like that, but it wasn't good because the ramp actually moved with the release. Either there might be a situation with the locking to keep the ramp off the floor. Looks like she's right on the floor. Okay. So both teams have 2 balls left, so this has to be, they have to come in close to that jack. That's the shot to make. Need to take their time too. There seems to be a little bit of rush there going on. So that pointer is giving her so much trouble. Yeah. So Sandra has to work on lining up her ramp. So now it's pressure's on Joss to get that ball, his blue, but he's able to get that. There's no doubt in my mind that if he takes his time, he can get that his ball to the jack. If his launch pad is that low, it's because he's dealing with a ball that's very hard. Hopefully he's not underplaying it because he needs to get in there. Good push. That ball going. Oh. It was his hardest ball. I can tell it's just rolling like a lot of roll there. Wonder if that changed anything though. I think the Reds should ask who's scoring here, and that's what they're coming out to say. Because if they're scoring, they take the game. Ask for a measure. Good move. The referee. This is on their time, so hopefully he can get quickly down there. Yeah, so a couple missed shots there. Unfortunately, the aim, taking our time. A couple of issues with the ramp there, wobbly. Not sure what happened there with Sandra's. Okay, so currently They take it with that one point for red. Blue and Ontario had a whole bunch of opportunities to get in there and put a ball on the jack. They were quite open. Just things weren't working out for them. The referee is going to measure again with both players watching, because the first measurement was on the wildcard team time. Now the time is stopped, and okay, so it's confirmed. We have Ryan Rondeau and Marianne Paquet win this game by a score of 3-2.
And it's finished. Match is finished. Final score is 3 points red. 3 points red. 3 points blue.
So here we have it, an example where the balls don't always roll where we want them to. That last end was very open. We've tried multiple times to get to the jack and get that point, but the Ontario team had a couple of issues with their ramp. Sandra's ramp was wobbly. Something had to be held, and then it really helps. Doesn't help with concentration. But kudos to the Ryan Rondeau and Marianne Paquet team, combo from Wildcard from Quebec and Alberta, for their victory in this BC3 pairs.